Ain't no place like home. Yeah, it's time. Eric Taylor to you coaching. What's going on? I finally made it to the last video in my Jupiter series. Hope you're enjoying the holiday. Hope you're taking advantage, like many of you have, of my Black Friday sale. Going to Cyber Monday, $25, all of my Taylor to you coaching services. So you can go to tailoredtoyoucoaching.com and find out what I'm offering, from the full birth charts to the synastry, numerology, mini birth charts on career, relationships, big three astrology. $25 off to Monday, November 30th, 2020, Pacific time, midnight. Email me at tailoredtoyoucoaching@gmail.com. Jupiter and Sagittarius. All right. Let's sit down and relax and chillax and talk about the beliefs and the philosophies. Well, gosh, it's nice to be at home. That's how Jupiter feels here. Because, it's exalted in Cancer and, royalty and feminine, or just nurturing, caring, divine knowledge. It feels comfortable in its little summer home. Its second home in Pisces. But in Sagittarius, it's pure home. What is Jupiter? What is Sagittarius? Your expansion, your luck, your optimism, your fortune, your blessings, where you shoot your arrows to expand your philosophies and knowledge and your belief system in life, right? This is where you want to excel and succeed and share your knowledge, your wisdom, what you've learned, and be the teacher and the preacher. Now, it can be almost like a double entendre here, right? Because you can be extremely dogmatic, extremely expansive on whatever it is that you learn on your philosophies. But send me that email, tailoredtoyoucoaching@gmail.com. We'll get the chart going. Break down the Jupiter in Sagittarius and what house, because that matters. Let me give you the famous folks, okay? Oh, sorry. Excuse me for the little itch and the twitch. Don't want to dig a ditch. But if you have to dig ditches for a living, you work in a graveyard cemetery, your philosophy should always be what? To put your name on it, right? Who are these people? Sean Penn, Amy Winehouse, rest in peace, Robert Redford, Hillary Clinton, Donald Glover, Future, Snoop Dogg, Kendall Jenner, Megan Thee Stallion, Erykah Badu, Baduism. Who else has this? I said Donald Glover, Future. A couple other artists, but this is a deep placement in the sense that you might stick to your guns and your beliefs. Now, in general, you love adventure, you love freedom, right? For a woman, this is the husband in the chart, the Jupiter. So your husband could be very knowledgeable, a professor, a preacher, a teacher, a college professor, someone who's into finance or philosophy or science, or a pastor, a guru, a shaman, okay? But sometimes this placement can be a little arrogant. Like I said, a little dogmatic, right? If you're taught hate growing up, then that's going to be your belief, right? You could be a Nazi, you could be in the KKK, you could be this, you could be, this. But you will usually stick to your beliefs and your philosophies. You'll be very fortunate in life. Very luck just falls on you. Like, oh, was that just $100 bill? It fell out of the sky in my wallet? Yeah, it can be that good sometimes. But it's important to know the house placement, because it could be in your third house. Maybe you're, benefit with your siblings or your local community or grade school, or as a teacher, or, writing and publishing. That publishing would be more than ninth house, you could have this mega church if it's in your 10th house. You could have a big business or a big family if it's in your 4th house. So that stuff matters, right? So that's why you email me the date and the time of birth, and I break it on down for you. There's a deep philosophical mindset here. Highly intelligent people, a lot of wisdom, and they love to learn. But their job is to share the knowledge, not to have the knowledge and then not share it with other people. What good is that, right? You have all this wisdom and divine knowledge. If you don't share it, then you're not really living out the gifts and the blessings that God bestowed upon you. And these are very spiritual, sometimes extremely religious people. So it's important to, really know that that's part of your calling. That's when you're shooting the arrows and expanding in a positive light. The negative could be like, I don't need to learn nothing from you. You could get gluttonous, right? Get really heavy. But, this also hips and thighs. This could be a placement of a great athlete, but you could have, just this fortune. Like, you see it with Snoop or Kendall Jenner or Badu, Donald Glover. You just feel like, wow, the way they expand on life and their luck and fortune, they're just so blessed. I said Megan Thee Stallion. Who else has this? Another singer from back in the days. But, Amy Winehouse, I think this was hard in terms of how she kind of got, pressure from her dad and strung out with her lover and, and then it expanded negative things, I don't know how this plays out for future or other people, but they're gonna be very fortunate when they travel, as they sort of spread their teachings and their gospel, right? And then Snoop spreads it across the world. They'll be blessed on their adventures and sharing their philosophies. So you just want to make sure you're sharing good philosophies and a good belief system. I think about Robert Redford, Hillary Clinton, right? And that makes sense with Hillary. I don't know what house it's in. Same with Sean Penn, traveling abroad and being this philosophical, Secretary of State. Robert Redford, Sean Penn, their philosophies. I worked with Sean Penn on The Interpreter, and these people have this need for freedom. They're gonna really, want. They might not agree with what you say or what you think, but their philosophy is like, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Right? They can be very much the bachelor, bachelorette, have multiple marriages. But I think overall, it's at home here, so it's so comfortable. You just want to make sure that you have an open mind, because that's where the issue can come in. Their minds could be very closed off. So the more you open your mind and your heart, the more blessings you can receive. Jupiter and Sag with your swag, the bachelor and bachelorette. Oh, and I know you got so much to teach, so much to drop on us. Look at Badu and Donald Glover. I mean, just dopeness, all right? That's their philosophy, giving us dopeness. Yeah. Like I said, it's nice to be at home. And, they can be very good entertainers. And if they're more teachy and less preachy, they're gonna be better received, And I think you see that with these people. So Jupiter and Sag, Spread your wisdom and your fortune and your knowledge. Share it. Don't keep it inside. And the more you do share it, the more blessings and luck and fortune you'll find. It's hard. And they can be very blunt. Verbally can be very blunt. So sometimes, like, you can be like, yeah, F you and your philosophies if you're dealing with them. Or, for the wife, if that's your husband, you'll pull in someone very, cigar and their cognac and their wine and, sharing their knowledge and their philosophies. Now, it's the ruler of the ninth house, mutable fire. But it's the last fire sign. So it's adventurous and outgoing and passionate. And they can't sit still. That's their real philosophy. I gotta go, explore, and right? So you see that with all these people too, even in their travels. And they do better sometimes abroad in foreign lands than they do at home. So it's not surprising. Robert Redford was one of his best films and I think might have been most received was Out of Africa, right? Abroad. Him and Meryl Streep. Donald Glover, Erykah Badu, Future, Snoop Dogg, right? Spreading their stuff across the world. Amy Winehouse. She kind of left, England and got really big more in America with like the old jazzy soul and little hip hop joints with Jay-Z and Nas. That just expanded her. So, anyway, be the positive teacher. And they're so optimistic, right? And sometimes that, because it's at home here, Jupiter and Sag, they can sometimes get a little lazy. Because things just kind of fall into their lap. Like, oh, wow, did I just win an Audi? Is that Ferrari for me? So, don't get too comfortable just because you're always, receiving them blessings. And, always stay on your higher vibration, okay? And Jupiter and Sag, thank you. And I'm glad I'm finished my Jupiter series here at home. Jupiter and Sag, it's where you belong. And try to not be so sensitive. Because you want to talk your stuff and your philosophy and this and that, but sometimes you don't want to, you can be very good, closed-minded. So be open-minded, share your beliefs and philosophies, and bless others. So then they can also bless you back. Because when you are open to learning, it grows your wisdom and knowledge and philosophies as you bring it abroad to the world on your pilgrimage and journey. All right? So hit me up. Take advantage. Clock is ticking. November 30th is coming. All right, tailoredtoyoucoaching@gmail.com. Ring the bell, subscribe, join the tribe, my family, my crew, my posse, my clique. All right? Got nothing but love for all of y'all. Thank you. Thank you for showing me the love. And, my philosophy is to share and spread the knowledge and to investigate and dig deep. So Jupiter and Sagittarius, come on and educate the sheep. All right, Eric Taylor, Tailored to You Coaching. Peace. Oh, Post Malone has this too. Yeah, I remember. All right, Tailored to You Coaching.